Anyways, Murloc, destroy a minion, add a random minion to your opponent's end. Oh. We already know what random minion can do. Make warp. Unstable portal. But then you're spending 3 mana to do it? If you're playing Tempo Druid, actually, this should be okay. Like, Recycle costs 6 mana, which just sucks. But this thing just costs 1 more than Wrath. So, against Control, this should be an amazing card against Control Warrior if you're a Druid. And you have, well, you're running mid-ramp Druid. Force and spend 3 hours, oh my god. So, I don't know, I mean, it's only worth it against, like I said, a deck like Control Warrior deck. Otherwise it will not be played, but maybe it's just having one. That'll be okay. Because if you think about it, Unstable Portal does not give you as exciting cards in average. Well, you know what? Unstable Portal's gonna also add the not Unstable Portal and Mulch. Like the random minion is gonna be also different because of the new cards coming out. I don't know the ratio. Usually the ratio of good cards, bad cards, and okay cards, situationally okay cards are a third, and a third total. But we'll have to see what the new card set brings us. If it brings a change to this ratio and maybe makes it like a quarter good cards and half bad cards, and like it's possible they might change the ratio of the good, okay, and bad cards might be rotated completely, and then normal is gonna be good or bad, depends on that. So we'll see about that. I'm excited to see it. Whenever you summon a beast, reduce the cost of this card by 1. I don't know if this card is like if this card gets a permanent effects on it, so even if you don't have it on your hand, does it gets buffed? Because if that's the case, if it works like the dragon for Paladin, then this card is one of the best one, I think. But otherwise, I don't know if you can play enough beast cards to make this. Like the 6/6 is only worth it if you can reduce it twice, right? 6 mana 6/6 is not so exciting, especially since this card itself is not a beast. Note that it's like Huntmaster. So, and 7 mana 6/6 is not so exciting either. You have to play at least 2 beast cards, and Druids, as of now, when current set does not have that many beast cards that are so exciting. The only thing I can think of is Druid Claw, basically, and what, like Power of the Wild. There are only a few, so if there are a few more, I'm excited, but otherwise I'm not so excited, especially if this card is not permanent off the deck, which I really doubt. It can go to 0 if it's in hand, but yeah, you're not gonna play for 0, you're gonna play for 2 or 3 at least, right? Next card, Wild Walker. Battlecry give a friendly beast the 3 health. Oh, okay. So, wait, there should be a bunch of beast cards coming out if I'm seeing this. I was really worried about it, but it's instead of Mage, I guess we're gonna have a beast Druid deck. The 5/5 for 5 mana 7/7 for the snakes. Or snakes. We already have that card for exciting beast cards, and you can buff that to 7/10 for 5 mana, which is super OP. 4 mana 4/4 is not too exciting, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It does survive things like Wrath, things like Frostbolt. So against some matchups, it's gonna cost your opponent 4 mana as well. Unlike some matchups, it's gonna be just traded down with a mech Shredder, and then it's gonna give your opponent free 2-drop, so you're gonna lose the board control. But maybe it will be like Houndmaster, like I said. Like if you think about it, Houndmaster is +2/+2. Compared to +3 health, I would say +2/+2 is definitely better, and also gives a ton, so it's a lot like, It's not as good of card, but then its card itself is a 4/4 instead of 4/3. Which is somewhat needed since a Druid relies on having that board control board presence for Force of Nature Savage or combo, especially for Druid, especially for aggro or synergy decks like this. Nature will beast against you. So yeah, it's these cards will be a lot dependent on the new beast cards coming out. So I'm excited to see them. Acidmaw. Oh, I was told that there would be 3 legend cards total for Hunter. Whenever another minion takes damage destroyed. What? 7 mana 4/2. This card is trash. whenever another minion, it destroys your minion as well. Actually, you know what? Unleash with Acidmaw temp. No. With the current card set, this card is trash for Death Rattle deck, which I think they might be trying to push, actually. Yeah, effects for 7 mana, like 4-2. And think about Big Game Hunter. So it's a Big Game Hunter, basically. Except it costs 4 more. And you still have to damage the board. And this minion has to survive, so you can't play Explosive Trap along with it. Only combo card I can think of is basically Unleash the Doggy. And that's a 10 mana combo. 10 mana board clear. And you have your 4-2 out. Is that worth that? I don't know. I would say this is a pretty underwhelming card. Not too excited for it. Unless there are cheap ways to deal damage to minions. Like, boom! Arcane Explosion for Hunter. Even then, maybe. Drarskull at the end of the turn deal 1 damage to all other minions. Oh, there is Arcane Explosion! Speaking of which, oh my god, they actually just made one. It's a beast card too. Control beast. I don't know. They're trying to make the hunters trade with each other. It only if you need to have more synergies, man. By the way, I talked about how you need more than 2 cards. You need like 4 cards to combo with. So there's 2 Unleashed Doggies, and this guy is the 3rd one. I need another one to combo it reliably. Otherwise, it does not combo reliably, even at 10 mana. But yeah, this card is like, oh, patient, aha. But yeah, cool anti-aggro card. Although I'm not sure if aggro cards are gonna have 1 health minions after this at point, and it's gonna kill aggro Paladin at least. Pass. Stable Master Battlecry, again trying to make the hunters trade instead of and give them weaker. Alright, so what I'm actually also noticing is that they're trying to give a hunter not so reliable option, but then like they're trying to give the hunters option to trade instead of going for face. And hunters were able to do it because their stats per mana cost is insane. If you think about Savannah Highmane, Houndmaster, Hunted Creeper, Animal Companion, all those cards have insane stats per mana. So by giving them option, like think about a Knife Juggler combo, by the way, with that 7 mana. That's 7 mana, really? It's 10 mana quality Consecrate. Anyways, but well, then you get the 4-1 and 4-2 out, I suppose, if you do that. Anyways. Give a friendly beast. Yep, you're just trying to give you more options to trade, because you already have a bunch of cards that have insane stats per mana cost, so why not spend that mana that you have left over? Like, right now, I don't think Control Hunter is reliable, because the just mid-range Hunter is so much stronger due to the amount of stats you get per mana. It's insane. But if you can get some optional cards that can preserve, like, you don't have that many cards that are too strong. You have, like, 3 or 4 cards in your deck that are really strong. Big Game Hunter, no, not Big Game Hunter, Dr. Boom. Like, strong cards. Dr. Boom, Savannah Highmane. Once those 3 cards are dead, you're dead. So, maybe having just one of these cards to trade for 1 turn might be okay. Although, if you have Savannah Highmane, you go face, you usually win the game. Immune itself is not too exciting. Although, 3 mana, 4-2 and Battlecry give a friendly beast immune. Like, you need to... What kind of beast deck? What kind of beast card is it good? For 2 mana, so it's not definitely not the early Hunted Creeper. You don't give immune to a Hunted Creeper. Good job. It doesn't do much, so it's not early game definitely. But is it useful late game? Usually you're battling for Savannah Highmane, whether it survives or it dies on your opponent's turn, not necessarily on your turn. So to play this kind of deck, conditional cards, this current meta needs to change a lot, which I don't know if it's gonna push that much. I think the new set of cards will push the meta back. I don't know if it's gonna change the entire meta enough to be able to play this card. But then we saw a really good card. I think can be amazing card. The 5-drop 3/3. Summon a random beast card if you have a beast or something. I think it's what it's called. What the effect is? It's one of the new cards. Summon a random beast on field for 5 mana 3/3. If you can reliably combo those, which I can't think of the way you do it, because a kill command isn't that reliably comboed right now. Maybe another set of 2-drop beast instead of a knife juggler will actually make it. Yeah, that will actually make it do it. I think that might do it. Another set of 3-drops that are beast and not the animal huffer. King Crush with a stable master. No, that costs 11 mana. So yeah, another couple sets like that, then yes. Otherwise, I still don't say it's not enough in current sets. But we still have like 50 cards to review, so maybe, you know, we will see some of them. Power Shot, deal 2 damage to minion and next to what? Okay, so it's like, I don't know. It's really good anti-aggro card. It's a terrible aggro card. No, terrible control card. 3 mana, 2/2. 6 damage, value-wise, it's really good, but then chances are that you're gonna only be hitting for 2 minions, or you're gonna be hitting a bunch of 1/1s with it. And it's not 3 damage, unfortunately. I guess they already have a deadly multi-shot, so they stay away from 3 damage for Hunter, is my guess on it. But, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's enough. 3 mana, 2/2. Alright, you know what? Actually, you can definitely play some control. If a Hunter gets another couple more really good late game cards, then yes. But yeah, as for now, as of this card, the Secret is better. Explosive Shot just seems to be a much better card. Although it can be taken, like, depends on meta, right? Like, not everyone's gonna run Case and Mystic always. Especially in tournaments, you don't want to run Case and Mystic because you don't even know what people brings what secrets. And chances are that they might not bring them. Unless a Hunter and Mage is really strong in meta. Which I don't know if it was. They're definitely one of the better tiers, but they're not top tier right now. So if and only if I see those changes, if a Hunter and Mage become top tier and everyone start running Kiss and Mystic, then Power Shot might be an alternative option. Otherwise, I don't just see it big enough. King's Elekk, battle card revealing what? What? Wait a minute. Here's a problem with this card. The chances are, if you want to play, it's a 2-drop first of all, and to play this, the cards we've seen, it's not just Control Hunter that we are saying right now. We are saying Control Beast Hunter, and to be able to play that, you're gonna have 3-drops, you're gonna have 4-drops, you're gonna have 5-drops, and with this kind of card, you don't want that. Do you really want to draw against do you really want to draw against aggro decks? I don't think so. You want to have something immediately impacting the board instead. And against control decks, this is not going to be as good. So maybe you can find a sweet spot between. Oh, my deck is a slight bit heavier, so my chance of winning this is actually much great. Just because all my mana curve shifted by 0.5 from yours, then your chance of winning actually increases by a large margin. But otherwise, yeah, it's like your opponent's deck has to be lighter, and then I don't know if you want to be drawing against aggro decks. Although there might be some, really good cards, I don't know. Also, you'll be drawing heavy cards against aggro deck. You're drawing heavy cards, not the light cards. So if you have a light card, you're just gonna reveal it, and then it just goes back, right? And you want to draw into light cards, not the heavy cards, which is the problem with this card, I think. So yeah, unless you can find that sweet spot, everyone's playing control and your deck is just slightly more heavier, in which, if that's the case, your hero power is not as useful as your warriors, or some of the other control, like priests, for example. Your hero power is not as useful in control matchups, so which is a problem with the control hunters. So I don't like this card at the moment, with the current cards that has been revealed. We'll see more in the future. Next. Bear Trap. Whoa. After your hero is attacked, summon 3/3 bear with a taunt. What? I have no idea how to value this card. The 3-drop, 2 mana usually summons the alternative 2-drop is a knife juggler. Do you really want to taunt 3/3? 3/3 actually is annoying to deal with as a control. Unless you have a Belcher, then you're like... Yeah, well, actually, every control deck runs a Belcher, so... Or 3D easy damage, like Mage has Frostbolt, Druid have Rats, Warrior have Fiery War Axe, Hunters have a Bow. I don't know. I don't know if a 3 is strong enough. If that was a 3/4, then yeah, amazing. but that might be too strong, I guess. It's good in value. I just don't know how useful this will be. Because general consensus right now is that you test by you test by trading. You don't test by hitting face. With that said, that is unless you see like, alright. Actually, that's not necessarily true because right now the meta is so aggro based, so that you want to trade, you want to be trading regardless almost. So you test by trading. You don't. But long ago you tested by when a lot of people played Snake Trap. You actually tested by going face. So it depends on meta. I can see the volley. I just don't see it working too much. It's like 3-3 isn't the greatest thing in turn 3 or 4. And I don't know if you want to play this turn 2. Yeah, 3-3-4-2, it should be good, but think about it, it's a trap, so it's a played on your opponent turn. You have to keep that in mind. Yes, 3-3-4-2 mana might be good, but think about how good charge is. Argent Commander, 6 mana 4-2, Divine Shield. Think about the charges that are being played. 5 mana 6-4, still played, 6-2, still played, Leroy Jenkins. Or Wolf Rider 3-1, for 3 mana 3 damage, still played. That's because you have extra 1 turn to hit the face with it. Not just, yes, it does extra damage. That's how you design the deck. But if you look at the value of extra turn, you're comparing a 3-1 to 3-4. Your alternate choice is the Spider Tank 3-4 mech, or other, well, 4 mech hunter, that is. So is it so that just extra turn should give you extra 3 health with the same attack for 3 damage. Same damage. And the secret is even slower, so you have to connect it into consideration. I don't know if it justifies enough. Anyways, next, Arcane Blast deal 2 damage to minion. This spell gets a double bonus from spell damage. It's only to minion, by the way, so you can't. Not as useful. And do you want to be using this card with a Thanos or Zero Drake? Or I guess you can use it in freeze deck. You can just have one of these, and it's a free fireball basically that you can't. I don't know. Most of the time you just run arcane missiles because it 50-50 deal 2 damage to a minion on board. Well, they assume there's only 1 minion on board, and then mainly you want to go face it anyways when you're playing cards is cheap. Not sure how I feel about this new minion damage. It's like you really want to be controlling board control with a spell damage, but then spell power minions are weak. They remove it easily. That's a problem with it. It's like you can deal some cool. If it has a deal face damage with a spell powers, then it's kind of cool because you just blast them away. But if you're controlling board with the spell power itself costs like a mana, if you think about it. It's a 4/4/4. If you Azure Drake 4/4 spell power for 5 mana. And anyways, yeah, the spell power minions are usually removed easily except for Malagus. And I just don't know if it justifies to fighting for a board to just have more spell power minions on board. It has not worked out in the past. I would like to see someone making it work. I just don't pessimistic about it. Next turn, Polymorph a boar, summon Helper. Transform a minion into 4/2 boar with a charge. Oh my god. You can combo with a last card, by the way. You can either kill the 4/2. Wow. Yeah, you can. This is so weird. It's summon Helper for Mage. Except that you need a minion on board, or you need a minion opponents. I guess this should be good if you're trading, but if you're trading, 4 damage is pretty big. This is designed so you can combo with other spell damage deck, and as I say, spell damage deck might not be the best thing because your minions gets easily removed. Otherwise, I just don't see being useful. You're giving your opponent charge if you transform your opponent's minion. Like if you're transforming your own minion, I guess you know what you can make a swarmy deck and you can transform your own minion and charge it, and like think about Mana Worm and Mirror Image deck. You attack with a bunch and then you get a charge for 3 mana 4/2, which isn't too bad, and you hit face with it. It's extra fireball 4/5 mana, kind of 4/5 damage. And you can effectively remove taunts with it, I suppose. You just don't know what you're trading after using this, you know? Because if you're dealing 4 damage to your own minion, although it's at your choice, and you spend 3 mana and a card, it's not so effective. Yeah, but the current polymorph is much better against them. Delirian Aspirants, Inspire gain a spell damage. What? Huh. So yeah, they're pushing for spell power damage deck. As I like how I'm predicting this. Hey, here's what card's gonna come out, and and then they comes up with it. Although I wasn't. Wow, Inspire against spell damage +1. I love the card. I just for 4 mana. If they made the cheap version of this, then yes. For 4 mana, you really want to be pinging after summoning 4-drop? No, you don't. So you need this minion surviving and giving you at least. You need the 3. You need this 3 mana spell, which you don't really have these days. And ping it, trade. I just don't know if it's a. The way I say it right now, Mage is a better version until now. The card quality is above average, but it's not like the best thing in the world. It's not like Power Shredder. Could work. Need more spell cards. Definitely need more spell cards. Like you can't play that in you can't play that in Freeze Mage. You can't play that in Spell Damage. Hey, you can. Yeah, you can play that. No, I don't see it working right now. I know it stacks, but you can't play in Freeze Mage. You can burst your opponents down with the spell powers, with the current card set, with that, and just add a card, and you play. Good job. Instead of a Blizzard, you're playing 6 mana for 3/5 spell power. You need to protect that minion, which is the reason that I see why they're adding those. Oh, deal 2 damage. Spell power, you deal 4 damage. What means Inspire? It means you use a hero power. If you use if it says Inspire, you use a hero power, it triggers. You realize new decks will be created? Yes, I realize that. I just don't see that new deck being too effective right now with the current card set. With the card reveal so far. Like, I said that, hey, Patron might be a thing. Like, when BRM came out, hey, BRM the Patron Warrior could work. I think I just need, like, 1 or 2 cards that you can make it work, and then they came up with it, so it worked. But with the current set, I don't see it working. If that's enough explanation. It's just value-wise just not there. Value is not there compared to current minion waves. I mean, compared to current, like, 4 Pilot Shredder compared to other 4-drops out there. The value is a little lacking right now, in my opinion. Anyway, so enter the Colosseum, destroy all minions except each player's highest attack minion. Here's a problem with this card. Paladin don't really have the high attack minions right now. I can think of Dr. Boom, that's it. However, you can technically use this card since you do have. It's like Equality Consecrate for 6 mana. And you can always alter or humility your opponent's highest minion, and then whatever next second biggest minion usually is a crappy card, so you can actually use this card with the combo with the humility. So you have extra Equality Consecrate instead of you have a humility enter the Colosseum. Because you know that minion's gonna go down 100%, or it's gonna be with the 1 attack, so it's not as good. Actually, you know what? I like this card. Yep, I like this card. I wish there were other combos, though. Is there any other combo that I can think of besides Aldor Humility? No, it's too high otherwise. But yeah, good to see. Like the problem with the Control Paladin is that it has an unreliable combo. It does not have enough board wipes. Although Equality Consecrate, oh my god, it's just such a strong board wipe. You have another option. It's like Brawl, but then each side have 1 minion that guarantees surviving, right? You can either use this or Aldor or be Game Hunter, so you have like 5 to 6 control cards, I suppose. And Paladins with like new legends do have a more valuable cards than in the past. So yeah, I like the card. I can see this card being played. Just one, never two. The Equality Consecrated is still good. Still so good. The only thing I'm liking right now, I think it's lacking in Paladin deck, is the draw power, which I still have yet to see. They don't have chip draw options. All their draw cards are so expensive. Put one of each secrets from your deck into battlefield. What? You have a mad scientist? Oh, one of each secret! Oh, this is the master mad scientist. You bring all your secrets from the deck to the battle. What? Interesting. So, Secret Paladin. There's gotta be more secrets coming out then. With the current secret pool, I don't see this card being useful because a lot of secret cards are aggressive. This one is not aggressive, that card at all. It's a 6/6 for 6 mana. What happens if all minions have the same attack? Probably one survive, in my opinion, or whatever, first or last played. That's how usually Hearthstone works. This card. But the problem with this is that if you want to play a Secret Paladin, you're gonna have a bunch of secrets in your hand. Right? That's the problem with any secrets. You're gonna have a bunch of secrets in your hand. And it's gonna be hard for you to play this card because you already have a bunch of secrets in your hand. You see the problem? So you need a way to mulligan that away, or you need a way to swap that out, or just exchange it cheaply with things like Auctioneer, but Auctioneer is obsolete right now. Oh, that rhymes. It's a Mother Scientist, yes. I wonder if you can... Hey, if there's a... I would like to see a secret. There is! Hey! Predictions! A competitive superior secret. When your turn starts, give your minions +1/+1. So it's a secret that triggers on your... Oh, on your next turn. How do you draw with a Secret Paladin, though? I just don't see it, though. Like, you need to have a draw per secret card or something. Or maybe Divine Favor, but Divine Favor, do you want that? Right now, the secret deck is not being played because it does not have enough synergy, nor has enough value or draw power, or attack on its own. You're relying your opponents to react to you to be more stronger with your cards, like Redemption, like the Avenge. Redemption is a little different. It's not really aggro deck. Well, it can be used on aggro. You can use it on Leer, you can use it on Argent Commander. However, it's mainly these days used on things like Tyrion or Sunwalker, if it is at all. So yeah, until those come out, until more value with the secret or more card draws or something they can relay cycle it, I just don't see secret being used. I like the synergy. I like them trying to push for it. I just don't see it. Inspire someone on random Murloc. What? All right. I finally see a Murloc. They tried to throw a bunch of Murlocs at Shaman's face with the GVG. Wait, was that GVG? Was the Neptulon with the GVG? They tried to throw a bunch of Murlocs at Shaman's face with the Neptulon. You can edit that first phrase out, editor, if you're watching me. Murloc Knight. Yeah, someone at random Murloc. Inspire. I like this approach actually with the Murlocs, because one of the reasons that you suck, your Murloc deck sucks, is because it does not have enough cards to support your Murlocs later on. You need once you get board wiped, once your Murloc deck significantly weakens, and once you're board wiped the second time, you're dead. It's still how a user works. And with this kind of card, you can just continuously play. Oh, my board got wiped. I can still play Murloc Knight, Inspire, Hero Power. Maybe I can use the Hero Power twice with the 2 mana, 2/3, and then I summon 3 Murlocs, and my board is full with a 6 mana, 8 mana. Done. So heavy Murloc cards that you can still play early on is really good in my opinion for Murlocs. But it's gonna be Murlocs, you know. It's gonna be Murloc. It's a fun card. Seal of Champions give a minion +2 attack and divine shield. Hey, it's Blessing Kings for 3 mana. It is Blessing Kings. So actually, you know what? With this counter card, Inspire will become a lot more useful since your hero powers become 4/1 Divine Shield for 4 mana, possibly, or 5 mana, depends on. But you're gonna have a bunch of dudes, and like very often you're gonna have a bunch of dudes, right? God, this might actually replace some of the Blessing Kings and current aggro Paladin right now. And of course, more Divine Shield means more. Like Divine Shield, the Paladins do have a thing with the Divine Shield, them Divine Shields, but it could be just worse version of Blessing of Kings, you know. Wait, not Blessing of Kings, Blessing of Might. It's 1 mana +3 attack, so it is a 2 mana worth of Divine Shield and a card, I suppose. Value wise, yes, but it's a crappy value to be honest. Oh, Confessor Paletress. Wait, Paletress, not Paletress. Hey, we have Shredder that costs 7 mana. Goodness, and it heals you for 2, but then it's instead of 5/8, it's 5/4. I like this card. The priests do like card draws. That's why they play things like the Dust Hill. That's why they play things like Ysera or Mind Control. This could be replacement for Ysera, or somewhere on that path you can play this and Mind Control instead of Ysera. This card into Tyrion, yes. The random. I haven't had too much experience with the random legendary card in the past, but I've seen it work really decently, especially if it summons it right on board. There are a lot of good legendaries. If it's someone right on, it's gonna be amazing. And it's one of the cards you can just play it, and then it's gonna be enough to take board control. Something you need, just like Ysera. It's enough threat. Your opponent has to remove it. Your opponent has to remove it. And if you play it on turn 9, just like Ysera, you get a free legendary minion on top of Confessor Paletress. So this card is really strong. Shadow Fiend, whenever you draw a card, reduce its cost by 1. So you reduce the cost of the card, not the Shadow Fiend, which I thought initially. Which I thought, oh, it's just a mundane card. It's just cheaper 3/3, 2 or 1 mana, which should be not too bad. But it is mini Emperor Darison. Except that you need to draw massively. How do you draw massively in Priest? Only by Circle of Healing combo, right? Pyromancer. So I guess you can play this on combo Priest. Actually, you can play this in combo Priest. Like combo Priest right now out there with a bunch of buffs and fire elementals. Wait, no, Wild Pyromancer, Light of Naru, and you just burst your opponent down with the Light of Naru. I guess you can add this card in there. But otherwise, just a weaker version of Emperor Darison that I guess you can play extra just one. I don't know, like the priests usually don't have. Here's the problem. Priest needs to draw massively to benefit from this. He needs to draw. This needs to be on field, and you know it's gonna die, right? So, and it's 3/3, not 5/5 for more expensive, which means it's more susceptible to removal, so your chance of this card surviving is a lot less, although because your opponent is only expecting you to draw 1 or 2 cards per turn, it may just survive and benefit you a bunch. But this card is one of those cards you have to catch your opponent off guard. Or are you really expecting yourself to have a Wild Pyromancer, Northshire Cleric, Shadow Fiend, and Circle of Healing combo? It is awesome combo to pull it off. It's a 4-card combo, but that's like saying, hey, let's do a Force Nature Savager or Innervate Savager. Which does happen 1 out of like 10 games, but you just can't rely on it. But if you're not relying on it, is 3 mana 3/3 good enough? No, it's not. I don't think so. 3 mana 2/4 more like. And there are only like 4 cards that Priest has that it draws cards. I don't think that it works with the Dust still have yet to sit. it pulls. I don't know if it's... Does it work actually? Does still. Does it drop? But if I just use this, if I just search like this, it's not gonna actually tell me exactly. Yeah, it's copy, not draw. Yeah, it's a cool card, just weak a little bit for its effect. 4 mana, Spawn of Shadow, Inspire, deal 4 damage to each hero. Are you kidding me? Wait. Are we bringing our shadow form priest? Inspire. No, there is actually a somewhat cool deck with that 1 mana deal 3 damage to each hero. I forget what it's called. Editor said it in here. Hey, there's a cool card that you use 1 or 2 of those. It's aggro priest deck. I guess you can use it here, but why would you use it? If I don't know, like I think I'd rather play just Trollheart and play Soul Priest deal 4 damage for 4 mana Inspire, you know? It's gonna be exactly the same thing actually. It's not exactly the same thing, because in Inspire you still get the effects of healing yourself. Rumrust our Agent, another priest card. Battlecry, if you are holding a dragon, gain +1 attack and taunt. So 2 mana 2/4 for dragon. Silverback Patriarch 2013 to 2013. I like this comment. 2 mana 1 2 mana 2/4 is a great. It's really good. Alright. So the dragon cards right now is really weak against aggro, because they don't have a taunt and they don't have ability to deal with the early games. And if you have things like the Fairy Dragon, not Fairy Dragon, what's the dragon card 2/1 for 1 mana? Like there are early game dragon synergies, but they're all so weak. Or like if you don't get the synergy, you're so dead, and the chance of you getting that early synergy is so little. And if you have actually the Battle Taunt 2/4 for 2 mana, I guess it's not too bad. But then again, you still have to have a dragon on your hand. The question, I guess, is 2 mana 2/4 good enough for taunt? Yes, it is good enough, I think, actually. Convert, put a copy of enemy minion into your hand. Bad card against aggro, good card against control, but then it costs extra 2. So, wait, it's an enemy minion on board, right? Just making sure. I just don't know if it's worth 2 mana. Yeah, this card allows you to copy legendaries, but why, even against a legendary deck, why not just use a Dusthill? Much better. Although it is random 2 cards, it might also give you removals, which your opponent's removal are going to be really good against your opponent's cards. Technically, think about Control Warrior. Execute against. Alright, Shulsem is terrible, unless you get the Armor Smith and other shield blocks. Yeah, it seems really slow. You may argue that, oh hey, you can use this card against the aggro. No, you can't really, not really. I don't think, because it actually costs you hero power and a copy. Not to mention you already took damage from those charge minions. Power Word, Glory! Choose a minion. Whenever it attacks, restore 4 health to your hero. Ooh, I love this. Wait, if you put this on Wolf Rider, it actually heals you for 1. This will restore 4 health to your hero. I like this. I went over this kind of. Like Priest, there are a lot of cards that are just anti-aggro, but there are not that many cards that are anti-combo. And same goes for this one. This card is anti-aggro card, not really anti-combo. So it's like, compared to the 1 mana heal for 5, I guess this one has more potential. And I do think they might replace the power Holy Fire cards like that. But then those cards aren't really being played anyways. So yeah, do you really need the anti-aggro deck in Priest deck when the Priest is all still pretty good against the aggro decks? It's actually really good. You can build a deck so that you have like 90% mirror against those aggro decks. Just have double Holy Nova and you don't even need the double Holy Fire. Just have one. Cabal still good against aggro as well, as long as you have a heal for it. Beneath the Grounds. Wait, what is this? The Rogue? Okay. Wait, I thought the cards were a little bit more darker. Anyway, so Beneath the Grounds. Shuffle 3 ambushes. into your opponent's deck. When drawn, you summon 4/4 Nervian. So my initial thought was correct. It's just well Murlocs. You can play this card with a Cold Light Oracles. And yeah, this card is one of the best cards, I think. Depends on how you use it. If you're fighting for war control, it's good. You just have to keep in mind that you need to survive, because this card will not give you initial benefit. It will give you future benefits. So you need the early game removals, which Rogues have a great deal of, like Backstab as a 7 agent, Blade Flare, y'all get. I'm just not sure if there's another card. I always talk like this whenever I'm evaluating card. If there's a combo card that you can combo with this, besides Cold Light Oracle and other draw mechanics, if there's another cards like this, then you can actually combo this set of decks. It's pretty awesome deck, awesome card. 3 mana for 12. It's like free Ysera. That does not give you a card. It'll be really OP if you can actually get another card like this. Then I can see Murloc actually being in meta. It's just that the problem with the one card being really strong is that, hey, one card really is strong, but the rest cards are kind of sucks. Which is the case for Murloc. Is this card good enough to like balance the entire rest of the sucky Murloc? That's what I'm not sure. Which is the reason I think they put such a strong card, so that you know, oh now that you can play this. It's like Patron. Oh, now you can play this because of that one card set. But I don't know if it's gonna be as strong as a Patron for Patron Warrior deck, you know. Shady Dealer, Battlecry if you have a pirate game and +1/+1. Come on, give us a pirate, not a pirate support card. Stop this. It's 3 mana, 5/4. This is one of the best stat by far. However, you have to keep in mind that pirate cards suck right now. Per mana cost, it just sucks, and you need them to survive and stay on field. I don't think it will work. You need a tier 1 pirate. All the pirate cards are like tier 0 right now. You don't want them. Tier 0 is like down below all the way. Combo, deal 1 damage. Mini SI7 agent, which is worse. I talked about this, and 2 mana 3/2 that deals 1 damage. I don't like it. It's just that it just feels so weak compared to Knife Juggler. The potential Knife Juggler. South Sea Deccan is a tier 1, but you only want 1 of it. You don't want 2, unless you're playing aggro, right? Which I guess a pirate rogue's supposed to. So you have 2 pirate cards that you can 5 pirate cards you can use, right? You can play South Sea Deccan. You can play that 3/3 taunt. But yeah, I just don't see enough the pirate cards right now. SI6 agent, SI2 agent, more like, yeah, 1 damage space, free 1 damage space. Yeah, this isn't pirate. I know. I was talking about last card. Sorry about that. Coming back to last card. Anyways, for this card, I just don't see enough pirates right now that are good enough to be played. Even along with this, South Sea Deccan is good. The Goblin 5/4/4 5 mana +1/+1 on your attack is okay. The rest, I don't know. Just don't see enough synergy for pirate right now. Maybe they will another pirate or 2. Undercity Villain is just I just see it as a worse version of Night Juggler. If you're comboing, you have enough mana to play other things, which you're gonna do with the Knife Juggler. Same exact thing, just deal 1 damage to a target instead of dealing 1 damage randomly. Yeah, I just think the Knife Juggler is superior compared to these cards. Oh, hey, they're a pirate. Whenever you equip a weapon, give it +1 attack. So, hang on, let me compare it to. Alright, so this card is like 1 mana Goblin over Barber, except that you can't just equip weapon and play. You have to play this and equip it the other way around. It's a deadly poison that makes it. It has a 6 same damage total. It's basically deadly poison as far as damage output goes, but then it splits that 2/1 into the field, right? Compared to deadly poison, it's both of them have 6 attack. So I don't know. For aggro decks, I can definitely see it being useful, and it's one of the better pirates to be played. 2/1 also does just die so easily, so you have to combo it with the other cards. If there are more, all right. Actually, here's the argument. Generally, with the exception of the Knife Juggler, more attack on 2 mana minion has been better in the past. Whereas this one, you will benefit more if there are more 2 health minions for 2 mana, 2 attack minions. So more Knife Juggler, you will benefit more. So this card is gonna be really depends on meta. Even against a Spider, even against Anti-Creeper, I don't know if you want to play this card because it just dies. Not to mention, like you will kill Anti-Creeper, but you have to kill 2 1/1s, which you really don't want to do it with. But you don't want to be wasting 6 damage on Anti-Creeper, right? Yeah, one of the better pirate decks. It's a pirate synergy. For the sake of it, it just alternate. Instead of having 2 mana 3/2, you have 1 mana 2/1. Next, woo, Mistcolor. Give all minions in your hand and deck +1/+1. It's like Emperor Darrison for an entire deck. I will play it. Yeah, it is. So here's a problem I see with the Shaman. Alright, so here's a problem with the Shaman. Current mid-range Shaman decks have a lot of early game. Yeah, it has a lot of early game. You need the board presence. You have a lot of death roll, a lot of board presence minions. And the problem with that is that it sucks late game. Those minions, Haunted Creeper is gonna be sucking Ding Dongs, Totems Ding Dong, and not do much on turn 6, 7, 8. However, this completely solves that. It will give you, it will revive and revitalize your Haunted Creepers, your Harvest Golems, your Firementals. That is a 7/6. Yeah, this deck actually will make the mid-range Shaman even more viable mid-game, late game. I just hope that 6 mana 4/4 does not... Like, the problem with this is that it does not help too much on board. It's a Battle Cry, so your opponent can ignore it too. That's the only problem I see, and it does not help on board at all. So yeah, just purely control for purpose. Oh my god, Brewmaster combo. Holy crap. But yeah, and it's... I'm excited for that card. Elemental Destruction. Deal 4 to 5 damage to all minions. Huh? Wait. Why would you want... Why? This is the worst Lightning Storm. I'm confused. It's all minions, not just yours. Why do you want to kill your own minions? It's a waste of a turn. Overload 5. It's Flame Strike for both sides. I think I'd rather deal 4 or 5 damage to opponents instead of my minion as well. Why would you want to kill your own minions? Yes, you can Lava Shock it. You know what? Actually, this if you want to play this card, you need the Lava Shock. But why would you want to kill your entire board when your entire hero power and usual decks are relying on your board presence and having the flanking totem all over that jizzle? I just don't see this card being reliable with the... And you can't play this card without Lava Shock, and 2-card combination is one of the worst synergy I've seen. I don't see this being played as of now. If you have no... Yeah, if you don't have any board, then congrats, you don't have anything on your board, first of all. And then you don't have anything next turn. And then you die a turn after. You don't have anything on your board for 3 turns by playing this card. Think about why people don't play Earth Elemental. It's a 5 mana 7/8, but overload 3, right? 4 mana 5 mana. No one plays it because you lose your next turn by playing it, and Big Game Hunter, GG, well played. Game over. You're dead. Anyways, let's go over the next disc. The Dark Bargain. Destroy 2 random... two random enemy minions. Discard 2. Wow. That's cool. It's like Assassinate times 2. In control meta, I guess I can see this being useful. But in control meta, problem with this card is that your deck needs to have so much fucking value in it, otherwise you're just dead. Since you're gonna run out of cards in control matchups by discarding your own cards. So if there's you need a way to lessen this penalty somehow. Or you top deck it. Remember the Druid card that 4 mana gives you 10 mana and discard entire hand? Imagine that card being in Warlock deck with this on it, I will play that, but it's underage, so garbage. Ooh, Void Crusher. Wait a minute. Wait, there was a... I thought there was a Void Walker. The thingy that in World of Warcraft the Warlocks play? That is a Void Walker. Oh. Okay. It's called a Void Crusher. Inspire, destroy a random minion for each player. Why? Alright. I can see it working with a bunch of eggs and spiders and implosions, but you play this and you lose this card and game over, GG, too bad. You just paid 8 mana killing your own 5/4 and your opponent's minion, but that doesn't matter because you lost more mana regardless of what you kill. Regardless of what you kill, you lose more mana if you lose this. So you have to be 100% sure you don't lose this, or other better cards. If it does not kill itself, then it's actually not bad, I suppose. Tiny Knight of Evil. Whenever you discard, gain 1/1. Trash. Well, I see the concept. I see the concept of them. What the fuck? Trying to make the discard mechanic more viable. If you can use your hero power for like 1 or 0 mana, then I can see it working. At the moment, I don't see it working. I mean, alright. If there are more discard mechanics, then yes. But discard mechanic right now sucks. You don't want it, in my opinion. With that said, you have not seen all the cards. Maybe there's a discard and discard Doomguard and you summon a random Doomguards on your hand into the board. Discard it, come back to life. Then yes, there's a card for 4 mana, deal 4 damage to a random enemy character, not even minion. If it's a discarded or you played. So that can be discarded, but that card alone is not enough. Is not even close to being enough. Fearsome Doomguard, 6/8 for 7 mana. Bane of Doom upgrade. Congrats. Next. Magnetor Alpha. Also damage to what? Also damage to minions next to whomever he attacked. Oh, for Reaper. Except that it's really easily removed. 5, 3, 4, 4 mana sucks, and it's gonna be removed. So it's only useful in aggro decks, I suppose. But why would you not run Owl in aggro warrior? Alright, this card will make it so that aggro warrior can actually deal with the zoo, whereas right now it's impossible, near impossible to deal with it. But besides that, I don't see its use. Sparring partner, taunt battlecry, give a minion taunt. Whoa! It's a Sunfear Protector! But for control warriors. I will taunt you down. Also, remember that the taunt synergy card with a 3 mana X for 3/2 but then it gains extra durability per taunt you have. It has a synergy with this, except the synergy itself is not strong enough to outplay it. I think the Fire Warx is much better. Anyways, Grimoire. Wait, Grimoire Aspirant. Inspire, give you a weapon +1 attack. Huh? This card sucks. Pass. Not good enough stats for 3-drop. Not good enough for aggro. Not good enough for control. Not reliable enough for control. Pass. Chilma. Whoa. Taunt death roll. If you're holding a dragon, deal 3 damage to all minions. Wait, that's a death rattle. Why all minions? Deal 3 damage to all minions. It's a little expensive, but taunt. Deal. This is an anti-patron card. Patron killer. So if there's a number 1 deck, if you think the number 1 deck is a patron, play this card. You win. Otherwise, I just don't see this card being strong enough compared to Baron Geddon. Pass. Because you already have enough armor. You don't need more armor or taunt, I don't think, against aggro cards. This card actually can be really good against the Zoo, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Zoo and Patron. It'll be only... Alright, actually, against Face Hunter as well. But then Face Hunter, you're already strong enough. Both Ramp Shield. Whenever a hero takes damage, this minion also takes... Wait, this minion takes damage instead? Wow. Wait, so if you have a Blade Flurry, this minion takes 6 damage for Deadly Poison. But besides that, dude, this card is 3-9 taunt even for spells. I don't know how I like the taunt even for spells cards. It sucks Ding Dong against Blade Flurry because it takes double damage. But besides that, yeah, you just attack this and Blade Flurry dies with the Deadly Poison alone. But isn't like I don't know, like you want to be playing those again with the where would you play this? I just don't see it. Think about it. It's 6 mana, 9 armor. Compared to Shell Maiden, this card is not as good in my opinion. But maybe you can play this card in other classes other than Warrior. Double its health. Oh, for Priest? An Elf? Oh my god. It's a combo. You know what? Shaman might actually be able to use this. Sideshow Spell Eater. Copy your opponent's hero power. I'm just gonna pass on this. It's a permanent, it's a battle cry. I just don't know in what case. Like you're killing your own synergy with your cards. Unless there are synergy. I guess you can use this with the priest, I guess, because you can steal their cards. Otherwise, it's just free dust. Recruiter, add a 2/2 Squire to your hand. Inspire. So it's like but yeah, this is Silverhand Knight basically. Unless a Squire has a synergy. Yeah, Silverhand Knight is faster than that, what the fuck. Unless you play hero power twice. Twilight Guardian, if you're holding a dragon, once again, gain +1 and taunt. 2/6 for 4 mana is terrible, so again, here's a problem. There are other 4-drops. I think the other 4-drops for dragons are strong enough that you should play them instead of this one most of the time. Except the only... Actually, you know what? This is the only taunt card that I can think of for dragons. Except, yeah, those two, the one we just revealed. Yeah, I would say the trade-off is not good enough. In case you don't have them. Unless you have like 10 dragons in your deck, then this card is almost guaranteed to get a taunt and +1 attack. Maybe if you play all the dragons together, maybe meta is slowed down enough. You can play a lot more dragons than dragons being played right now. Then this card actually is a valuable 3/6 taunt for 4 mana. If you have like 10 dragons. Yes. Otherwise, no, it's too much to risk. Mogre's Champion, 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy, 6 mana, 8/5. Oh, it's like another... There is no another, it's just what it is. They need to stop making these cards, but it makes sense. It's just another worse 6-drop. Battlecry, your opponent hero power costs 5. Oh, it's like the Lothar for hero powers. So this card is a... the anti-inspire deck. However, you just have to keep in mind your opponent can just play a card. Even inspire card, they can just play a card. If not upgraded, it sucks enough that they're not gonna play it anyways. So, unless you're playing against Druid and they don't start with a Wild Growth Innervate or Shade of Noxramas, then yeah, playable. Otherwise, I don't think it's good enough. Fencing Coach. The next time you use a hero power, it costs 2 less. What? Oh, it's the other way around. Cool, it's a free hero power. So the question is a hero power good enough to cost you 2 mana? Wait, it is costing you 2 mana. So this card is like 1 mana 2/2 plus hero power, but you have to use a hero power along with it. This card sucks deck if you play it early on. This card is bad if you play it late enough. Unless against Face Hunters. I just don't see it. It's just another anti Face Hunter card that you might not need. Anyways, captures Jorg Mage. It's a 5/9 beast for 7. What can I say? Pass. Literally nothing to be said about that card. Literally nothing to be said about that card. 5 mana 4/4, Inspire again +2/+2. Ooh, now here, this card will actually get immediate board effect. 7, I don't know if it's good enough. I pick for Arena. Pretty good for Arena, otherwise I don't see it being too useful. You need to wait to use a hero power cheaper. Somewhere, somehow. It's a 7 mana 6/6. 9 mana, it will never catch up on the mana cost. Unless you can cast it cheaper. So I guess if you have a Drake that makes your hero power cost 1, then okay. But otherwise it will just never catch up on the mana spent. The value of this card will never catch up on the mana spent. So next. But still, like, any strong cards is good for Arena. Any beefy cards is good for Arena. So good in Arena. Pit Fighter, 5/6 for 5, very bland, nice art. Orc. Warrior. Pass. Again, another better card for Arena, not so much for Constructed. Frage Snowballed. Spell damage +1 for 4 mana. Oh, there's another card actually that gives us spell damage. Little too weak, no? 2/6 for... I don't know, too expensive in my opinion for spell damage. If that has a +2 spell power and then 2/5 for 4 mana, maybe. I think I would like that better than 1 spell power. I read the top comment. Yes, I mean that's what I see. Like, the battle card restore 4 health to each hero. Again, another anti-aggro. Don't see too impactful in any other form. I guess you can combo it with the Light in the Naru in Priest. And 4 mana 5 for taunt. Pass. Actually, you know what? Reap in pepperonis to the Booty Bay Bodyguard, the 5/4/4, 5 mana instead. Wow. Actually, 5/4. Yeah, for taunt usually you want more health. Dragonhawk Rider, Inspire gain win free this turn. Whoa! Although 3 mana 3/3 it's gonna trade, so you want to usually Inspire on hero power on turn 4. It doesn't look that amazing. Still not gonna be played in. It's gonna be really an interesting pick in right now, but still not so amazing for Constructed. Ice Rager 5. Magma Racer. So reap Magma Racer. Just worse version of a Druid of Flame. It's a 2/5 or 5/2, whereas that's just 5/2. And even Druid of Flame is not that played too much. Bonguard Lieutenant. Gain +1 health for Inspire. Problem with this card with any other 2-drop is it's too weak by itself. And you don't want to be hero powering turn 3. Is the main problem. But otherwise, I guess you can this card will counter 2/3 in Arena. So interesting dynamic. It counters 2/3, it also kills the if your opponent plays a Haunted Creeper, it counters it pretty hardcore actually. You kill Haunted Creeper with this and then you hero power kill the other creeper and then your opponent is left with a 1/1 compared to your 3/2. Bam. And it's gonna kill your opponent's 3/3 as well. So it's gonna ramp up hard against... What the... Oh. Well, that's about it. It's pretty good card for Arena. I liked it. Ready for hero power! Ready for taunt! That's how I feel about this card. Done. Hey guys, MaSsan here. Thanks for watching. Please join my channel by clicking this subscribe button and check out more of my videos right here. I appreciate your support. You're awesome. Stay beautiful. MaSsan out.